Oh, so that came up?
Yeah.
The whole interview
Yeah.
thing? That's hilarious.
And then, what was it? He just thought it was funny. He's like, I walked past him after he sent the email. He didn't say anything like, did you get my email? He just walked right past me. I was like, he's busy. He's got another show live right now.
Thank you. And that's true. I was not even thinking about that.
Right, yeah, it's okay.
That's funny. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. See you,
All right,
man.
buddy. Have a good day.
You too.
How do you make the most of your land? Everyone has their way. The Nelsons depend on their John Deere Gator XUV 835R to get
from point A to point B with decoys and the dogs.
As much as we got going on, it's all about efficiency.
And if you ask the Mosers what they use their Gator XUV 590M for, they tell you.
The most fun we have on the Gator is just ripping around the property.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Hi, I'm Capri, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. They actually put it on the grill, cooked it in the sauce. It's definitely a good grilled spicy sandwich.
Hey, I'm Michelle, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is it's spicy and it's full of flavor. When you pair that with the Kale Crunch salad, it's just good.
Order a grilled spicy deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for the testimonials.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to where they want to be. From leading a few employees to managing an entire workforce. From starting local to going national. From generating wealth to generations of wealth. At CIBC, we believe a bank should take you from where you are to wherever you want to be. CIBC, ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Homeowners, did you struggle to find a deck contractor this year? Instead of starting the process from scratch mid-next year, schedule a deck builder now to build during the off-season. Enjoy your new deck this winter and next spring, summer, and fall. The Deck Superstore will connect you with a great deck builder and help you pick out what you want. Decorators Vista Decking has a beautiful, durable surface, and now it's just $3.50 per linear foot. The Deck Superstore, where the pros go for deck building materials. Visit thedecksuperstore.com. That's thedecksuperstore.com.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. New adventures just an Amtrak away.
Sunny skies to start off your Thursday, then we're bringing in a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms later on this afternoon. Most of us will stay pretty dry. Highs today still warm in the mid-80s. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burst.
Visit new and exciting places across the U.S. On Amtrak, it isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. Without busy airports or cramped car rides. With no middle seats, extra legroom, and even private rooms. New adventures, just an Amtrak away. Book now at Amtrak.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. It's Tom Martino, the troubleshooter. Mornings at 10. Streaming live on our free iHeart radio app and at KHOW.com.
ABC News, I'm Rena Roy. Damage assessment goes on in southwestern Florida following Hurricane Ian. With Ian's track changing at the last minute, ABC's Rob Marciano in St. Petersburg says many people didn't think they'd need to evacuate and now may be trapped.
This is a situation we hope we wouldn't be in, where people were either didn't get out of evacuation zones with a changing track, couldn't get out of evacuation zones, or in many cases, the storm changed so quickly that people who were not in evacuation zones got flooded anyway.
There are more than 2 million power outages right now, but ABC's Victor Okendo in Fort Myers says
the good news is that there is a workforce of 19,000 from 30 different states ready to help restore power. The bad news, access to the hardest hit areas will be challenging.
Earlier today, the sheriff of Lee County said that they had received hundreds of calls for help. The storm heading into the Atlantic, forecasters expected to swing back toward South Carolina. This is ABC News. The admission today from the Vatican over the last couple of years it has had to make moves to keep one of its bishops, a Nobel Prize laureate, away from children. The church confirming the sanctions against Bishop Charles Bello after allegations that he abused boys in East Timor in the 90s came to light today. Bello won the Nobel Prize in 1996 for his work on independence for East Timor. The deadliest place in the world for environmental activists is just over our southern border.
200 environment.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Did you see that fucking picture?
Which one, man?
Look at the text I sent you.
Oh.
I don't even know. I don't even fucking get it. There's no relevance to this crazy fucking piece of mail. Zero relevance.
What does it say?
It's addressed to me. It's got your picture. It just makes no sense. I don't even understand it. Something about David Ellis Hebrew, New York.
Plumb line?
The Plumb Line. Cherry Creek Dodge.
And the postmark is Boston.
Oh, yeah, look where it's from, Boston.
I don't know what it is.
Remember the Boston bomber? Maybe it's that fucker.
It's crazy.
Hey, what's going on, Brent?
He's not here yet.
Oh, okay.
Doc's there.
What's up, Doc?
I'm here. Is this mic live?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, what a weird postcard, man. I mean, like,
you
totally
guys get
fucking
creepy
weird.
ones about once every 2 years. You get something super creepy.
It's fucking. It's not even. It's like not even creepy though. It's like, what the fuck is it?
And it's not a great picture of Tommy. I mean, it's from back in the day for sure.
I think that was an advertisement for K-How like 1,000,000 years ago. Do you remember that photo, Tom?
Yup. It's. I thought it was. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was actually.
Could have been Channel 7 or 7 or 4 or who the fuck knows. We get our car today.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Get the Tesla.
I'll race you.
He'd race you, but he's got an app tracking him for another 30 days.
It's not much
I can't
faster,
race
actually,
yet.
Mark, to ask, believe it or not.
What's that?
It's not that much faster. Even yours from the Plaid, it's seconds.
Well, yeah, it's 3. I think 0 to 60 on ours is like 3 seconds. You know what's impressive though is like 0 to 150. I don't think I'll ever go 150.
I won't either.
I gotta get all my software up and running.
I got to come over and set that phone system and shit up at your house. Are you using the board?
No, not yet, but I will. It's a simple matter. I don't have to use it now because I don't have anything to feed except 2 mics.
You should actually use it, though, because it's got a great processor in there. It makes your voice a little deeper or whatever you want.
Okay.
I mean, a
I can go
great
down and get it.
processor.
It's really easy. It's right downstairs. I'll just...
I got to come over and set that phone.
Tommy's PJ Nationing it.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm in a giggly mood.
Eating a fucking apple.
I'm not eating.
No, Suzanne
No,
is.
I am.
I can hear her crunch into the
Sorry,
apple.
I'll stop that. Crunch.
It's all right.
Tommy, are you going to come in tomorrow for car day?
Maybe. Would you want me to? I mean,
There's no pressure. I just wonder. I'd like to know when to expect you.
okay, I'll let you know. I have something. Hold on. I have something tomorrow. I forget what it is. I gotta look.
She loves seeing your pretty face.
Yikes.
Well, look who she married.
Hey, I got a face for radio. I got hit on so much in Vegas, it was scary. Chicks were climbing off. It was nuts. Suzanne was getting so jealous. It's fucking bonkers.
Totally believable story.
It was bananas, I tell you, bananas.
All right, 30 seconds, guys.
Find us right now at 630 KHOW. It's the Dan Caplis Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Thursday at 4, Jared Polis could run, but he couldn't hide forever from Heidi Ganahl. They have their first debate. We'll have the tale of the tape. We'll break it down blow by blow. Join me at 4 on the Dan Caplis Show.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to
fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We're here to help you solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. For pain, inflammation, anxiety, they're doing a pet project they want me to promote there. They're looking for subjects, dogs. This is CBD. They have a pet line, and this is what's important. If you have a dog that's 8 years or older with cognitive problems or confusion, or you notice something's down, like they're not quite with it, you get a free evaluation, and if you're admitted into the study, your dog, you'll get free supervision and vet treatment for 3 years in this clinical study to see if CBD can help cognitive function, and if so, they're hoping to prove it can someday be a really good treatment for Alzheimer's. So Panacea Life Sciences in Golden you should contact. I'll give you the website, realcbdthatworks.com, and it's Panacea Life in Golden. And I should probably give you a phone number because it may not be on the website. Let's see, what is that? Oh, 800-985-0515. 800-985-0515. Also, you can go and email them about it. And you can go and email them info, I believe it's called, info@panacealife.com. info@panacealife.com. So anyway, welcome to the show. What's new in your life and how can we help you? We ask this each and every day because we'd like to help you, and sometimes we can't. Sometimes it's just too far gone, but we do everything we can to help. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. So let's talk about your life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Ken, you want to talk about taxes or something, anyone can call at any time. You can call 24/7 at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. And then leave your name and number. We'll call you back. Or you can call right now, 303-713-TALK as well. What's going on, Ken? What's happening?
Well, Tom, I'm a little confused. When you're an employee, your employer withholds your taxes that you're obligated to pay, and then they pay them in quarterly, and that's the way it's done. And they've got this new tax refund out there that they keep advertising, where the employer can get up to $26,000 per employee returned to them. And my question
I'm not. Hold on now, man. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I hear them a lot, Tom, on Sirius XM and other places, even on TV. They advertise it's hard to get, but they specialize in getting this tax refund from employers. I have.
It was for COVID, Mark.
Wasn't it? They're playing it right now, Doc.
But what is it? I don't get what it's for, though. I mean, okay, I get what you're saying. I don't get what it's for. What do they say?
Well, and that's me. I don't get what it's for. I mean, if there's any money coming back, it should belong to the employee, not the employer.
It's called an ERC, an Employee Retention Credit Tax Refund.
It rewards businesses who kept employees during the COVID-19 pandemic.
And they're giving it right now?
Day.
Okay,
yeah.
So there's yet another scam going on, another payout, another redistribution of wealth going on again. I mean, how many,
Exactly.
I'm contending that most funds for COVID, most of them went to liars, cheaters, and ripoffs. I know companies who got PPP loans that should have never had them. They just hired people and gave them fake jobs.
So you had to have a decline in revenue as a company to be eligible in 20 or 21. And then the second qualification, the business has a full or partial suspension under government order. So it's not going to be every business out there. You've got to lose money, and you had to at least be suspended due to the government.
Mark, it actually on the advertisement they actually say even if your business increased you can still get it. They say that on the advertisement.
Yeah, but maybe you can have increase in sales, but still lose revenue.
Can we get Atlas CPA? Atlas CPAs do a lot of small businesses, or Mallory. Let's get them on to talk about this. What was your Ken? What was your deal? Why do you want to know about it?
Well, it's just one of those things that, to me, if anybody was deserving of that money, it would be the employee, not the employer. To me, it's just another giveaway, corporate giveaway, going back, making the rich richer, and not helping
but Ken,
the people that
it's going to companies that kept their employees. It's rewarding them.
Well, rewarding them, whatever you want to call it, it's still giving them money that the employee could use a whole lot more than they could, in my opinion.
I get you, but I think you're missing the whole deal.
Well, maybe I am. It's just, to me, it's irritating when I hear that the government is giving back more money to a corporation when they've got all of their incentives the way it is. That's just kind of me.
Well, okay, I get it. I get it. And, you know, I'm against a lot of these programs because they are abused. They truly are abused. And they suck. I mean, you know,
well, we know that for sure.
No, I mean, you know, but thank you for calling. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it at this point.
I understand that. I just wondered what you thought about it.
But you know what? It's really amazing. It's really amazing, this money being given out, like the student loan forgiveness, everything, all of the money given out for all different things. How much of it, if you think about it, how much of it is really doing good? Really?
I agree.
I'm going to say something. You know, this loan forgiveness thing is another thing. Is it really helping? You know, and there shouldn't be student loans to be.
Hey, I'm hoping Addie gets a nice little check.
Okay, fine. I just think it's stupid. And by the way, you know how I feel about college anyway. It should be part of public education. I don't want to get into it.
Well, it looks like they're making it. It looks like it's going your way.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to do it that way. But anyway, I think, look, you can't go wrong educating people, and you can't go wrong feeding people who are truly just handouts. So everyone wants good social programs that elevate and help people. Everyone does. I don't think anyone in the world would say, no, let them go hungry. Who cares about them? What we don't want...
Well, Tom, everybody agrees exactly with what you're saying, but where you draw the line between helping and not helping is what separates the parties.
Well, it's what we're helping. What are we trying to do? You know, to give anyway, I don't want to get into it again. And again, I have the listeners who are going to say, oh, you're getting political, because I guess you can't talk about life without people construing it as politics. And if that's the case, then I'm no longer going to say I'm not discussing politics. If you consider this politics, social programs are at the root of our society, and I think we are misplaced with our charity and with our social programs, and I think most of them do no good whatsoever. Most of them. Daryl, you have a comment. Go ahead. What's happening?
Hey, Tom. Did you know that if we, and when I say we, if the Republicans take the House over, they can kill all that stuff. You know, the House appropriations, I mean, the college fund and all this stuff that hasn't been appropriated.
I'm not sure. Can they? I mean, aren't there certain things aren't there certain things set in stone?
No, when it comes to, I mean, sure, the president can make these things, but it has to go to the House appropriations. And if that changes in November, they're going to kill all that stuff.
Well, okay. I mean, I guess you're right. I guess anyone can kill, like Trump killed the Paris Accord. I guess, and the Iranian deal. Didn't he do those two things?
Yes.
I guess you could kill things. You're right. You can probably kill things, but certainly, if a law is passed or something, I don't think you could simply not do it. You have to pass another law.
Funding's a little different, though. If
funding's different, it has
the House will be able to stop it.
Yes, that's right. Yep, that's right.
Okay. In any case, again, all I'm saying is this. I don't think anyone has anything against social programs at all. I think what they disagree on is where the money goes and does it do any good. Now, this recent rebate, I want to get somebody on to talk about what it's doing for businesses, because I don't recall the details of it. I just vaguely remember hearing about it, and I want to know exactly what's going on, if it's still leftover bastages from COVID. 303-713-TALK. More coming right up.
You ever feel like when you're at work, everything you say sounds like this because you're completely unstimulated and you don't care?
But then, when you're talking to your friends about things you're truly interested in and passionate about, you sound like you're alive and loving every moment of it. Then maybe you should try podcasting with Spreaker from iHeart. It's the easiest way to podcast and get paid for it. Just head over to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, and start your voyage from ugh to woo!
So, do you want to sell your house? If so, there are a couple of ways of doing it. You know, you can go the conventional way, or you can go HomeVestors. Now, I endorse HomeVestors for a very simple reason. They will sell your home, and they'll do it quickly and efficiently. No commissions, no inspections needed, nothing, no repairs. But before you say, oh, Tom, I'm not going to do it because I can't go, and I want to at least try them. I mean, maybe you won't get what you want. Maybe you will for a quick sale. 800-44-BUYER. 800-44-BUYER. Okay. Now, who's on the board right now? Dragon?
Yeah, this hurricane
Okay.
is something,
Yes, sir.
man. I bet there's going to be 100 deaths out of this thing, if not more.
Did Tommy do his lives? Can I talk to him?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Hey, Tommy,
Yes.
refresh your camera. It's frozen.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if just refreshing helps, or do I have to put in a new link?
I just
I'm
Talib said
refreshing.
to tell you to refresh.
Okay, I
You're
refresh.
frozen in
I
time.
think that worked.
I'm going to hold real steady.
You know,
and see if everybody
sometimes,
thinks I'm
when he says my camera's frozen, it's just because I'm statuesque.
Pretty sure you're frozen. You guys.
You know, I look like a Greek god, and it seems like I'm standing still, but in actuality, I'm moving.
Mark, I think we can only pair that digital key to your phone.
I think we can only pair it to your phone.
You're such an ass.
What digital key?
The Genesis has a digital key, but you can't use it on Apple
It
phone.
uses Bluetooth, so when we walk up to the vehicle, it does everything for you, unlike a
If you
cheap
don't have an Apple
BMW.
phone, Mark.
We have a digital key.
Yeah, but the
ours is in our
Genesis
phone.
doesn't work with Apple for some reason.
Oh, no, but the,
It's
what you will call it,
available.
the Tesla, that's what you're talking about, right?
No, I was talking about the Genesis, but the Tesla, you have a digital key on your iPhone? That's good to know.
No.
Yeah. Now, here's the problem with that, we were told. If you ever are just out with that and you don't have the card and you don't have the fob, if you're just out and about without a key, you have, and your phone goes dead or something, you could have a problem getting in your
Yeah.
Honestly, when's the last time your phone just gone dead? Anybody?
and never leave the digital key.
Yeah. If you're
in
out with
the,
just your phone and someone slaps you with a bag of pennies and takes your phone, they could steal your car.
No, never leave the card. A lot of idiots leave the card in the glove box.
Yeah, that would, I can see
And the
that.
car's always active.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly stupid.
No, but you'd be
It's like
surprised.
putting your keys in the ignition.
Because it's the easiest car to steal if people do stupid things, the hardest car to steal with regular due diligence. Do you think that the United States, do you think they sabotaged that pipeline? The CIA or someone?
What the hell are you talking about?
Looks like they
Oh, you
could
didn't
have.
hear about
There were
it.
people,
Okay.
There are people in the area doing diving.
What was the deal? I don't get it.
The Nord Stream 1 was sprung a leak.
Oh, how big of a leak?
Enough to...
Well, Biden said he would find a way to shut it down no matter what.
What was that? What was that one out at sea they had to cap? Remember that?
The Horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Remember every day on the news,
Years
you could
ago.
see the oil
That was
gushing out.
But this is different.
That
This
was
is
years
natural
ago,
gas
right?
Versus crude oil.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was probably what? It's in the last 10, maybe 15.
05,
It was 10 probably, I think, right?
It was so crazy watching that oil gush out every
Weren't
day.
people coming up with all kinds of
Ways to cap the pump.
all
Yeah.
kinds of like
Yep.
theories and yeah.
They sure were.
2010.
Yep.
April 2010.
10:15. I nailed it.
Brent Ivinson is on his way.
Yeah, it's oh man, they are so short on help in Vegas still. It's crazy. The Starbucks in the hotel we were at had a line that probably was 30, 40 deep. They had 3 employees. They had one at the register and then 2 other people. And that same one generally is operated with 6, 7, 8 people.
15 seconds.
Multiple platforms and thousands of devices. Listen to Denver's talk station from anywhere
A stream online.
at khow.com. 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. WaterPros.net for the best water at the kitchen sink or wherever you want to put it. If you have a bar, a den, maybe even a spigot in your office. Drinking water, unlimited, 3 filters, and it's the best for the lowest price ever. And that's under $1,000 fully installed. WaterPros.net. Frank wants to thank me for something. I'm not sure what it is, but I take thanks anytime I can get it. Lord knows Susan Mark don't thank me. Deputy Doc doesn't thank me. Smarty Pants doesn't thank me. Deputy Dollar doesn't thank me. Dragon doesn't thank me. Go ahead, Frank.
You're supposed to be thanking us, Tom.
Go ahead, Frank. Frank.
Nobody
I
thanks
think
you,
he
Tom.
changed
Why?
his mind.
All right, Frank, maybe Frank changed his mind and said, if none of those do it, why should I? Hey, what's going on, Frank?
I just want to say, why doesn't anybody call back and say thank you?
Oh, we get some. We get a lot of them, actually. No, we do.
Frank,
okay.
we got back a $100,000 refund on a tiny home for this guy. He was so screwed out of this thing, you couldn't believe it. He wouldn't come on the air to thank us. Would not do it. $100,000.
You're right. And you know why, Mark? Because he said the company said they wouldn't give it to him if he talked about it.
Who cares? You get
You know
the
what?
check, then
You
you
run
call
for
in.
office and let your people, let those people that do your job in the background come up, and you run for office and go find people like you have now.
Hey, Mark, didn't we help someone with a $96,000 bank account? that
Yes,
went
it
missing?
was absolutely, and it was a college fund deal.
And she would not, and well, okay.
And listen,
I don't want to get,
I don't even mind saying it. She worked here at iHeart.
and she didn't even thank us.
You know
Yeah.
what? But gracious are those that give.
And, or don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Amen.
Keep
Okay,
your
Frank,
friends
but thank
close
you for
and your enemies closer.
Thank you for thinking about us, but we get plenty thanks, we do, and we enjoy what we do anyway, and everybody listening knows we help people. The Lord knows we help people. Whether you disagree with us or not on other issues, we help people. Miranda, she wants to talk about an elementary school. What's going on, Miranda?
Right.
And by the way, I should mention, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Okay. So I just wanted to call to try and get some advice on what to do. I try to reach out to the school board of Jefferson County right now.
Tell me what you're talking about, Miranda. Have you called us before?
For a different situation, yes. But
Okay, let's
right
talk
now-
about this one. What's going on with
Yeah.
this?
So my daughter goes to Ibra Elementary School, and the principal that is there, she was being hit by another student, and she tried to do the right thing by telling the teacher, and the teacher told her, because they were in the middle of a transferring, and she said that she should have told my daughter, she should have told the other teacher. Well, regardless, their policy is that any teacher, if
All
they
right,
are
let me get
told
this,
that-
Miranda. Your daughter was hit. Was it Was it
Yes.
a beating, or was it one hit? Was it a slap? What was it?
The little girl slapped her in her back, because she would not move out of the line to give her her place. Now, my daughter's 8 years old.
And how old
she
is
was
the
held
girl?
back. The other little girl is a little bit younger, because my daughter she was held back this year, so this is her second
But
year.
Miranda, I don't want to make light of violence, but was this truly violence or just a little brat?
I mean, like, still, it's violent. If she made a violent act towards my daughter, she got mad because she couldn't have her line in place, so she smacked my daughter in her back.
Okay.
Regardless
well,
of,
now
like,
hold
she
on. Did
intended
the
to hit
school?
my
Hold
daughter.
on, Miranda. Did you talk to the school, and did they talk to the little girl that did that?
They tried to. I don't know. The principal wouldn't give me a direct answer. She just basically said when I told her what happened, and that she should talk to her teacher about disciplining, about saying something, defending my daughter when she tried to do the right thing by telling the teacher that the little girl hit her. Instead, the principal said, well, do you know how big this little girl is, how little she is comparing to your daughter?
Okay, but,
and I was
but
like,
Miranda,
excuse
the
me?
bottom line is, did your daughter tell her teacher?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And the teacher
now,
told her she should have told another teacher.
okay, did she tell the other teacher then?
She could not, because she was in the class that she was supposed to be in at the time.
Well, how about tell her later?
So they were.
Is this Miranda? Can you call the other teacher? This seems like it's out of it. It's not a big deal, Miranda. Come on, they're little kids, and your 8-year-old daughter gets slapped by a girl that's younger. I'm not saying, listen, if this was a habitual thing, or this girl was violent, or there was, but
It
this
did
is
happen
not.
more than one time. It did happen more than one time. You're
Okay.
not letting me finish, but obviously,
Okay, Miranda, Miranda, what do you mean I'm not letting you finish? You've been talking the whole time. Not one time did I interrupt you.
I guess you're okay with bullying.
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
right?
I
You're
guess
okay
I am,
with
Miranda.
bullying?
Go ahead. Yes, Miranda. Yes, I am. I love bullying. I stand for bullying. Everyone bully everyone. Yeah, that's what I am, because you know me. Just hang up on her. Just hang up on her. You know what? She's probably a nut.
Bye.
You're a
You're
nut, Miranda. They don't even want you in the school. You're a nut. That's why you complain about everything. You freaking nut. I can tell immediately. All I'm trying to do is is get to the bottom of this and not over-exaggerate the problem. It's not bullying. I mean, if it happens every day and she waits for her and but you said I didn't let you finish. What the hell are you talking about? I not once interrupted you. You were telling your story. She didn't say, and my daughter is continually hit by someone, or my daughter is picked on by someone. She said she hit her to get in line, and that was it. Don't call back, Miranda. Okay? Go to the University of Nuts. I'm just tired of that. Listen, folks, we have to live together, okay? Not everything is going to be perfect. Not everything.
All just get along?
No, what I'm saying is we exaggerate about everything. We have become a nation of crybabies. My God. But here is one thing that I do have against schools. And this is the truth. This happens all the time on the show, whether it's Miranda or someone else. Their student is violated in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Whether or not it's major or minor, their student has an infraction against them by another student. Or there is a student who is causing problems. Now, here's the deal. What happens? What is the complaint we always get? The parents cannot find out what happened to that other student. They say it is a private matter. But if your kid was involved or the class was involved, why should it be private? Why can't the school say that student was suspended?
Have you but with your kids, honest to God, I don't think we have ever ran into anything like that. Our kids got in trouble and stuff like that, but I don't recall ever hitting brick walls like callers we have.
Well, I don't know. We've never had a problem, so I don't know. But what I'm getting at is, first of all, you set your kids up to complain about everything. And when they hear you complaining about, you were slapped in the back, well, we're going to do something about that.
Yeah.
I mean, now, if you're being picked on, stick up for your child, yes. But the one thing I do have about schools, they should truly be more transparent on how it's dealt with. Parents have a right to know that.
I think all the schools our kids went to, even Ponderosa, man, in Parker, it was a great school. I just don't remember any issues like that, man.
But I'd like to know if people have run across bullying a lot. I mean, I think Miranda, to call that bullying was ridiculous. Then she said, well, it happens all the time, but you didn't let me finish. Goodbye, Miranda. Bye, Karen. Bye, Talita.
We're getting her back up.
Felicia. Okay, Renew Home Innovations will get you beautiful showers. You know that rectangle piece of crap you have, that combination? I call it a shub. It's a tower. It's a shower tub. They're so ugly in those older houses, or, you know, and you got to step over them. Renew Home Innovations takes those out and puts in beautiful stone showers. Looks exactly like stone without any maintenance. Grab bars, seats, perimeter drains. They're beautiful. Renew Home Innovations, and listen to this, 7 years. That's 72 months, right? Yeah, 72 months. No interest. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.
Once the 10 o'clock hour hits, the roads and freeways throughout the Denver metro start to calm right down. Still some slow spots out there, however. Into downtown, I-25 southbound showing speeds in the 40s and 50s between I-70 and Spear Boulevard. Up on the northeast end of town near Commerce City, I-270 westbound heavy congestion between I-70 and Vasquez. A little bit north of there, I-76 westbound minor slowdowns between 84th and I-270. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies today. Hot out there this afternoon with a high of 84 degrees. Overnight low of 53. Tomorrow, chance of scattered thunderstorms. The current temperature in Denver is 75 degrees. With your impact
when they
traffic
say
and weather,
it's going to be like this, and they stay.
Want to save big on new blinds? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Shop Blindster now and save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO. Offer ends soon. Shop today. Blindster.com.
You know, the mortgage industry is in an upheaval right now, and that includes reverse loans. People don't know what to do, and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how these rates are going to affect them, but at the same time, you have increased values. But what you need is information. Empower Reverse Mortgage recognizes that. They've established a helpline to answer any question you have on what you qualify for, what do the rates mean, and you know, here's the bottom line. A lot of seniors want to get out from a payment or have an emergency line of credit. You may want to find out more about a reverse loan, especially in these troubled times. 720-500-7719. Ask your questions, no obligation. 720-500-7719.
Trouble? Wow. Huh.
Oh, I wonder if that was Tom's best friend he made.
What? What are you talking about?
That lady.
Oh.
Was it a lady, babe? I can't hear Suzanne. Suzanne. I am now. You must have hit it. Was it that lady, you think? Nope, I still can't hear her.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, it was a guy saying Tom had anger management issues working from home.
Oh. You remember when we got called into Pondo and Miles got suspended for 3 days? And he told...
yeah, but good for freaking him.
We got so lucky. So, well, no, it was all bullshit. He okey-doked all of us.
Yeah, but he was being bugged, and he lost his poo over that.
This kid was kind of, I guess you'd call it picking on him. I don't even remember what it was. And Miles said the kid did something first. So Miles basically knocked his ass out. They both end up getting suspended. And then 3 days later, you got to go in for a re-entry. And the principal was like...
On video, it was much more calculated than he let on.
Miles planned the whole thing out. There was no... He was retaliating from days before.
Hey, I think you showed me a video.
Oh, that one video where he knocked that big kid out, that was fucked up. That wasn't at school. That kid's like...
Our son is about 120 pounds, soft and wet, and
he's about 120 pounds, but he's a 4th-degree black belt. And this fucking kid was like, oh, I can knock you out. They were having fun, like in a basement. And Miles is like, all right, I'll box you.
I have that video.
He fucking knocked this huge kid out in a matter of a second. The fucking kid's head went through the wall. They were like, holy shit. I didn't know you showed that to Tom.
What's that?
Remember when Addie, so our daughter, have you ever met Addie? She's
Dragon's
tiny.
Net ad.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So she wanted to get into sparring. She was a 3rd-degree black belt at the time. And so we end up going down somewhere on Colfax, man, to a real sparring school. And this other gal shows up from Pueblo. Beat the shit out of our daughter.
She was crying.
she beat the fuck out of her.
It was a good hard lesson.
She was the toughest one in the Castle Rock school. You start busting people in from El Paso, they beat the shit out of her.
Poor girl.
She was like, I don't think I want to spar anymore. That was so funny. And her boyfriend was there.
She left crying.
God, she had no idea.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could tell him to walk right in.
God, how many people murder their twin sibling? That doesn't happen often.
Suzanne, that's exactly the story I told Tom about.
Oh, I just ran into it. I'm like, gee whiz.
I thought there's a special bond between twins.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Till they're
We've all
dead.
seen Game of Thrones. We know how twins interact.
They do all kinds of stuff. Wow, that is crazy. Second-degree murder.
All right, 30 seconds, guys.
30 seconds.
Days, September 27th through this Saturday, October 1st.
In Inglewood at Bellevue and Broadway.
And in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue between Fillmore and Detroit.
It's Denver's Estate Jewelry Event of the Year. Don't miss it.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
In Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue and in Inglewood at Bellevue and Broadway.
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
Hi, Tom Martino. I can't believe, Dragon, you've read my mind. I swear to God, I was looking for that song. Play it loud. Now, here's what I want to say. Seriously now. When that woman first called, she presented it as her 8-year-old was hit by a younger girl because she wanted a place in line there. And I said, are we making too... I, in general, wanted to know, are we making too much of it? Or is it being handled? And I asked systematic questions. And then she said, and I said, when I said that, she goes, well, are you in favor of bullying or she's being bullied? And I said, well, you just talked about this one incident. She goes, well, you didn't let me finish. Okay, so she said apparently it was going on repeatedly. She never said that before. And if that's the case, there are ways to deal with it. There are kids that are bullied. And obviously when I said, yeah, I'm all for bullying, when she said, you must be for bullying, I hope people know the difference. She called you a bully. I hope the difference, people know the difference between sarcasm and, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, here's the bottom line. I'm not for bullying, but I do believe, as with everything, whether it's bullying, assault, I mean, I swear to God, neighbor versus neighbor when they're yelling at each other and one guy gets charged with assault. I'm not talking about violence. I abhor violence. But there are things, hate, racism, all kinds of things that today, nowadays, I think, we are looking for offense sometimes. And we see it where it doesn't really exist. and I'm not talking about even this girl, but I do think we have become overly sensitized. Now, we should not tolerate violence or racism or anything like that. We shouldn't. Of course not. But we also should not be looking for trouble where it doesn't exist. And I think, do you know what I mean by that? Overly sensitized. I think, my God, it's like we are just looking for it. Do you know that we have a committee in the government right now? I think it's a $30 million budget. I forget the actual number. They're going through every federal document and every law and every regulation to take out any reference to gender or anything else that may be offensive. And we know that there was okay, let me